Welcome to another video on data to decisions. In today's video, we'll be building the bar within a bar chart, which is going to look like this. So let me explain the example here. So we have the department on the y-axis. So for each department, we have two metrics or measures. One is the target number of employees, the other is the actual number of employees. So the target is shown in the gray bar, which is kind of behind the scenes. And then the blue bar, which represents the actual number of employees, is in the forefront. And so this is the bar within the bar structure. And these type of charts are helpful whenever you want to compare target versus actual versus forecast, and those type of comparisons. You can also use it for year over year or month over month metric comparison. So imagine that this gray bar indicates the number of employees in 2023, and then the blue bar indicates the number of employees in 2024. So this allows you to compare your actual or the latest value with, let's say, 2024 number of employees versus the context of last year's number of employees. So it allows us to see the direct comparison of one year versus the previous year. And when the new year, for example, the blue bar is greater than the gray bar, you see that it's sticking out of the gray bar. And then when the blue bar is less than the gray, which is again in this context, actual is less than the target, then the blue bar fits within the gray bar. So this is why it's a bar within a bar. And so we've done a column within a column chart, which looks very similar, except that it's kind of vertical. And I would recommend that in the places where you would prefer to use this horizontal bar within a bar would be if you have long, names on the y-axis categories, and also if you have a lot of these categories, then I would recommend using this horizontal bar within a bar. Otherwise, you can use the column within a column chart, which we've already done a demo before. Now, that is the introduction. And then now let's go ahead and actually build this chart step by step in Excel right now. If your data is not in a table, please select them and then click on Control T, which will convert it into a table. Really simple. Now we're going to use this data. So I'm going to select all the values, go to Insert, and go to Chart, where you go to 2D bar and make sure you choose the first one, which is the clustered bar. So it's going to look like this, which is a clustered bar chart, which we have already done a video on. Now, what I'm going to do to make it look like a bar within a bar is I'm going to first right click, let's say, and this is, you can see the name of the series here. So this is the actual series and this is the target, right? So let me make sure that the target is on the primary axis, and then I will take the actual to the secondary axis. That's the first change I made. Then the actual, I'm going to make sure that it is 300 is the gap width. And then for the target, I'm going to put only 75. Okay. So now let's take another look here. You can see that the dark blue color is the target value, and it kind of goes to the back of the orange bar because we swapped the axis. And also because we changed the gap width, the blue bars are a little bit taller or thicker, and then the orange bars have become thinner because of the gap. So make sure that the axis is changed, and then the gap widths are adjusted to give you this bar within a bar appearance. And now we can go ahead and make some simple changes. Like for example, click on the grid lines, and if you don't need the grid lines, you can change it, or you can also change it to a very thin line. In this case, I'm just going to go no line. I'm going to remove the grid lines. Now, you will notice that because we put two axes, there is another axis that has appeared on the top. I don't want it to be, there. I want it to sync with the primary axis. So I'm going to click on the top, press the delete key, takes that axis away. We have not lost anything. It just cleans up the appearance. Now we still have the legend at the bottom. So click on the legend or right click and format legend, and you can move it somewhere else. So I would like to move it to the top right. And then this allows me to make the chart area a little bit, plot area a little bit bigger. Now I can going to enter the title. So comparing employees by department, actual versus target. And I can select it And I can make the font a little bit smaller and then move it to the left. And I can format the title as well. So I'm going to give it a little bit different. Okay. Now, this legend is, if it's still somewhat, you can also reduce the size of the legend by clicking here. That makes it nice and easy. So we can move it. So it's not interfering with the title. Okay. So now we have done that part. And click on the chart and then click on the plus and then add the axis titles. And in this case, if I feel that the data is very clean and clear in terms of what it is representing, because I'm saying in the title it's employee, so it's very obvious. If in your case, if it needs clarification, you can use the access title and put the access title here. Same way, it's very clear what I'm representing here. This is department. Again, in your case, if not, you can easily add the access title and edit it. Okay. If you don't need it, no problem. You can actually easily remove them by unchecking this box. That'll remove the titles. Great. Now I have the clicked on the chart and my right side panel appears. If in case you're not seeing the right side formatting panel, let's say it looks like this, no problem. Click and then press Control 1, which will open up that panel. Okay. So now we have this. I'm going to just do a border around my chart. This is optional. I like to do it, but doesn't not something that you have to. So now it gives you this rounded corner appearance, nice, little line on the border. Great. One thing we have missed is adding the labels, right? So before I add the labels, I want to show you how you can change the colors of these. So let's say, for example, the target series, I want to change it from blue to something else. You can click directly on the chart, the blue bar, and then change it. Or you can also go to the drop down here and choose the target series. And you can change the fill color. So the automatic one is the blue, the default, and we can change it to this gray. Now it looks better. And then the actuals, same way, go here, go to actual, and then if you want to change the color, modify these colors according to your needs. So I'm going to stick to my color. Now for the final piece, we have to do the label. So I'm going to right click and then add data labels. And I want to focus only on the actuals. Again, it's in some cases you could show both, but I think generally speaking, the focus is what is the actual, and then the context or the background is the target. So I don't want to add both labels. It could be a lot of clutter. They may overlap in some cases. So for that purpose, I am just going to show only the actual data label. And you can format the label also. Click on the label. All the labels will get selected. And now I can change, what color I want my font to be. So let's say I do it blue. So this is how it'll appear. So the actual number of employees with the blue bar and the blue font. And again, if you want to add the target also, no problem. Go here, select the target series, and now you can go this way, label, and you can see that it appears close to each other. So if in case you want it, you can add it. Another way to look at it is when you have the label selected, you can go and choose where the label appears. So for example, I could do, all the centers to be the target value, or I can do it. This means that all my target values are shown on the left edge, and then all my actual values are to the far right. This again kind of makes it a little bit less clutter because you're not going to see the two numbers right next to each other. And also you can make a little bit of formatting change on the target, maybe a little bit lighter color if you'd like on the font. Um, okay, so it's a little bit lighter, but still not very different. But this is one way. If you don't want the labels, no problem. Click on that and then press the delete key. It goes away. So those are all the formatting options you have about labels, positioning of the labels, formatting of the labels. We've already covered the chart, grid lines, title, access titles, legend. So with this, you can create a very effective, you can call it comparison and also benchmarking, right? You're comparing target versus actual, comparing against a benchmark or comparing against last year. So this could be a very useful benchmarking visual that you can add to your reports or dashboards. And in a regular cluster bar chart, which is nothing but you're doing the comparison. But this bar within a bar makes it very obvious that you're doing this kind of benchmarking, like I'm comparing against the last. And also the appearance that this blue bar is sticking out kind of makes it obvious to show that the actual is greater than the target. So those are the slight benefits of using this chart compared to a regular cluster bar chart. Hope this was useful. If you have any questions or suggestions, please post them in the comment section. I look forward to hearing from you. In the next video, we'll continue with another chart. Thank you so much for watching.